Welcome to this introduction video where we'll be discussing the group program of Self-Mastery. I will be hosting this program on September 2023. The date will be announced and we'll be discussing what this program will be about to get the grasp of what self-mastery is, what are the concepts and what you might expect, and what will be the details, what you might also expect, and to get the feeling, to get a sense of what a self-mastery is, why is it important in our lives, and why, and most importantly, how to implement such concepts into your life and to become the master of yourself, or to start the way, or to get on the way of how to become the master of yourself, or how to get self-mastery. Why is it called self-mastery, or why is this topic so important that it's worth half a year of the attention of, or half year of the work? So basically, there is much more than a half year. It's a lifetime quest to earn something as a true self-mastery. If we quickly ask ourselves the question that what is the one thing that masters all the history have in common? And if we get into the essence of what they do, we might discover that it's true self-mastery, or the true mastery of the self, which is repeating over and over again, over and among the masters of all the history. So what is the point of self-mastery? Why is it probably the most important quest and goal in our lives? What happens if we fail to reach it? What are the aspects of self-mastery, and what does it take to reach the self-mastery? So why is it point? What is the point of self-mastery? Any goal, any need, any action, anything you do, it comes directly from you. It comes directly from inward. So you have complete influence, while at the same time control what comes from you, from inwards. And why is it probably the most important quest and goal in our lives? So these are the basic questions we will want to cover, and I don't want you to provide the answers. Those questions are probably for you to think about. What is important is that what the history tells us about the self-mastery, and what the masters tell us about why does it work, or what is the self-mastery, and why is it really so much important. Because all of the concepts, those aren't mine. I simply put them together as they make sense to me, on my way, and on my way and process and goal to become the master of the self. And probably one of the most important things is that it's not a goal that you will get into and it's done. It's day-to-day mission, day-to-day activity which you have to become, and which will decay over time if you do not grow it, if you do not pay attention to. So what are the quotes that might provide us an answer, which will inspire us to get the answer and get the grasp of the self-mastery? So for example, conquer the world by conquering yourself. Or knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. So we might get the grasp that it's that we have complete control and awareness of our action and our actions. What you seek is seeking you. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. So it's not exactly only about the control and the discipline. It's also about what we want to achieve, and who we want to become, and to fulfill the purpose we see in our lives, or we perceive that is present in our lives. Also, something that really speaks to me, and the words that I would describe the self-mastery is that it's very close to integrity, to probably, as we would say, enlightenment, probably, as we would say, to become the whole, or the wholly, not perfect, but the whole, lacking nothing is just the definition of someone who is holy. So that who is whole and lacking nothing, and that's to me integrity of something or of someone. And by integrity meaning is that it's a form of power that we have over ourselves if we are integral, and the power we have over ourselves has direct influence over our circumstances. Also, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So we have all of these quotes, all of these masters in history, which we may get inspired by or from. Now, what are the aspects of self-mastery? Of course, and obviously there are probably indefinite aspects of self-mastery, and it's very individual. But at the same time, there are, of course, repetitive aspects which may be covered practically, and these I want to attach, or these I want to express and to be covered in the course, to learn, to master as a tools which we may grow, we may improve in our daily lives, and which will improve our daily lives. So the first one, or let's not get them into which is the first, which is the last one. This is probably it's a whole living entity which we might cover. So in the aspect of self-mastery, we may start with emotional intelligence and mastery of moods and emotions. So what would also be the cause which might inspire us? For example, Aristotle, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. The relationship with yourself is one of the most important relationships in your life. Your emotions are the slave to your thoughts, and you are the slave to your emotions. But what is you masters you. Feelings are something you have, not something you are. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. The relationship with yourself is one of the most important relationships in your life. So what we might get from this is that every day we experience as humans various emotions which have direct aspects, which have direct influence and effect and consequence on our daily actions. So as a result, our mastery, our emotions is the crucial thing to cover our mastery of emotions is one of the quests which we want to have covered in our life. So that's why emotional intelligence and mastery of the moods and emotions is one of the aspects which we want to have covered as the masters or as the students of self-mastery. The next thing is the willpower and discipline and mastery of your energy fuel, as we would define and find willpower and discipline to be the fuels, the vessels which is like the blood in the veins, which also have direct effect on our actions. So when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Perhaps tomorrow, if not today. Motivating gets you going. The discipline gets you growing. So it's kind of like the direct or the decision after this decision which we do and which we are able to execute. So the next one is concept. The next one are concepts known as the four turnings and mastery of the cycle of time. So this is very interesting topic because so many of us we perceive the time as something linear. If we get through the work of William Strauss, or if you get through the work of Strauss and Howe from the book known as The Four Turnings, and also if we perceive that time and if we get closer to quantum mechanics, we will get to realization that the time is cyclical. Time is cycle, which repeats itself. What has happened before will happen again. What has been done before will be done again. There is nothing new in the whole world. So this is biblical. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Another example how we may perceive time as cyclical. And we will define which cycles of the time, coming from the concepts from the fourth turning, which have direct influence on our lives, and how to fulfill their mission, how to fulfill their purpose, and how to get the cycle, or how to also get the mastery of the cycle, which we will be in our circumstances. And also, we cannot stop the seasons of history, but we can prepare. And the fourth one which we will be covering in the group program, is the lifestyle design and the mastery of self. As we can get from the quotes that knowing thyself, knowing yourself is the beginning of the wisdom, of all the wisdom. Be the change you want to see in this world. As we get some repetitive, or as those self-mastery concepts repeat themselves, we may be able to grasp that without actually truly knowing ourselves, we are not able to master ourselves, to master the energy, the time management, the emotions, not even to get closer to understanding what life is about, not really get closer to what the self-mastery concept is about. So at first, so knowing ourselves, or the never-ending discovery of who we are, and knowing ourselves is also one of the basic concepts for the self-mastery. So all of this will be covered in the course. All of these will be discussed. All of these will be getting into practical exercises, into practical manner, and we'll get all the aspects into your circumstances in which you are actually right now, whether it's your goals, it's your needs, it's your top priority, lower priority tasks, or everything that, or basically we will get your circumstances into these theories, into these concepts, and we will apply them into your life, so you are able to grasp that the self-mastery is present. The self-mastery is present throughout the whole day, the whole life, and that it's a never-ending process, which starts when we are born and which proceeds until we die. So, and that's why its reach is over all of our lives. So this will be covered. This will be the concept discussed. If you are interested, I'll be very happy to talk to you. So we may have a call and a video conference where we will discuss either the aspects of the course, and where we will be talking directly about your circumstances, what is it you are facing in your life, what you probably may find as life purpose and how to fulfill it. And then um, we will discuss whether this course is for you and whether participation is something that would be fitting for you. So how to sign up, you will find the information attached on the landing page, and also the link for the discussions, the link for the video calls will be attached on the landing page as well. So looking forward to anyone who would be interested, who will be called to the concepts of self-mastery.